It was good. It's your boy Remy Boy, who's in that ruckus. I just finished stretching, sitting here, meditating, you know? And I was just thinking like how simply hard everything is, you know what I mean? I took it down to the basics, like eating healthy, right? Vegetables don't taste good as you're eating them, but you feel good. You don't feel good as you're eating the vegetables because it doesn't taste good, right? But later on, you feel good because of the results of the vegetables and your body processing and thing because it's good for you, right? And it goes vice versa. You feel good when you're eating something that tastes good, but not necessarily good for you, right? And then you pay for it later, you know what I mean? Whether you feel sluggish, heartburn, whatever the hell it may be, you know what I mean? So with understanding that law or that principle, sacrifice pleasure now for pleasure later, or a longer sustaining pleasure later, or sacrifice your longest sustained pleasure later for the pleasure now, is literally how life works. You know what I mean? Exercising hurts in the exercising is not fun. You know what I mean? But the results of exercising are fun. You know what I mean? Saving your money isn't fun, but the results of saving your money and being able to buy bigger things or invest into bigger stuff is fun. So it's just like understanding like which one do you want and which one do you want better. Do you want the long term thing, or do you want to feel good later, or do you want to feel good right now? You know what I mean? And it's just like I think it's finding a balance because obviously we're humans. We're gonna do things we want to do in the moment, but it's like sometimes understanding we have to prolong that want that we want so we can get the thing we want later. And what's crazy is sometimes you will prolong the thing that you want for what you want later, and you still don't get what you want later. So it's like, did you do it for no reason? It gets tricky, and there's levels to it. But with all that being said, it goes back to being simply hard. You know what I mean? Sacrifice the pleasure for right now for pleasure later, and a longevity of pleasure later. And if you think about the 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 the, the timeline of things, things start off small, grow big, and then they grow old, and then they think. So you know what I mean? Like you would want to sustain this shit for later because when you later, you're not gonna be as active, as healthy as you know what I mean, as you are later, as you are now. So it makes sense to sacrifice the things, the pleasures now for later, because later you're gonna need that extra aid or that extra pleasure to help you actually do the things that you continue to love doing in that, if that makes any sense. All that being said, it's your boy Red Bull, of course, Records, and I just want to share that real quick. And I'm out. Peace 2 times for your mind.